Good morning. I am John Harder, aka WealthWiz, and one good way for to bring value to people is to bring a good opportunity to the table. The one of the biggest things where people lose the most money is in opportunities that they're missing out on because of skepticism or just simply not trusting. Well, I guess that's the same thing, right? But we always look for opportunities. If you don't look for opportunities, then what are you looking for? It's in our nature to look for opportunities. Even people who are doing really well, if there is an opportunity that works well with what you're already doing, many opportunities could be that you don't it doesn't add much to your work, to your workflow. Many times there's opportunities that just simply are there to help you expand the cash flow that you're already making, that you can exponentially expand that cash flow, turning it into wealth. And these are real opportunities that many people are missing out on right now, actually. You see, the cryptocurrency market, and I know it is under manipulation by the powers that shouldn't be. And but this manipulation that they're doing creates huge opportunities for those of us who know how to trade in these markets. Because the more they manipulate it, the greater the opportunity. And this is one of those things where we need to just gain a bit of an understanding. And now I have a presentation that I'd like to show you that will make what I've just said very, very clear. You'll be able to understand it and see how you can really, really cash in and turn this into massive, massive profits, okay? Now, what I'm presenting to you is actually one business, but it has two opportunities attached, okay? All right, so let me dive right in, and I'm going to share the screen, and we're going to have a look at what this is that I'm talking about. Now, it starts out with the simplest question: do you want profit? Well, everybody wants profit, right? I mean, who doesn't? Let's be honest, right? So as I mentioned, one business, but with two opportunities. This is PythonSignals is what the business is called. Opportunity number one: crypto cycles and trends trading. And as I just mentioned, that the money, that there is huge money to be made in these crypto markets because they're being manipulated. But this manipulation can only work if you are blindly, if you're blind in this market. By blind, I'm meaning that you don't have insight as to what the market is going to do. You come in and you buy some. And let me just give you a little story here. I bought some in 2017, in January 2017. I bought some crypto. This was my first time that I bought crypto, and I entered the market blindly. I actually made some really good profits right away for the first 3 months, but then the price dropped and I didn't know what to do. And well, as we go through this, it'll become clear what I needed in order to preserve those profits I had made, right? Okay, so no more guesswork. So why crypto trends or cycles and trends trading? Well, it's the oldest and most reliable way to make money from the crypto market, and can be done by anyone at any time, start with any amount of money. So it's an extremely easy market to get into. It really is just that simple, okay? And now, and it takes an extremely small amount of money if a person were to, you know, to say, well, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to risk a lot of money. Well, you don't have to. You can start with a very small amount and test the waters, you know, find out. But the thing is, if you enter the market blindly like I did in 2017, well, then it's going to, because of that manipulation, it's going to be very likely that you won't know what to do, as I didn't. And I have now learned that what most people were up against. But that's because they didn't have PythonSignals. That's the difference, as you'll see in just a bit here. Okay, so how does, you know, how to do this? How to buy low and sell high? And now you might be thinking that, okay, so all I have to do is buy, is maybe watch the market for a bit and then buy, and then just ride the price up and then sell, you know, and then once the price goes down, then sell. Well, it's too late at that point to sell. You see, that's when everybody wants to sell. So you've got this kind of a traffic jam where everybody wants to sell because the price is going down, but there's nobody buying. You see, to sell, you have to have a buyer. And so you need to know to sell out of the market and keep your profits before the price goes down. And this is the trick. That's the trick. Because of the manipulation, you never know when that's going to happen. So you've got to have insight into that future. Something that you can't see, and they don't announce on the news media. They don't announce that, okay? And so now, buy low and sell high. Here we can see visually what that looks like. Because in 2017, in January, you would have bought $100 worth of Bitcoin. In December, you could have sold that for $1,400. If you bought $100 worth of Ethereum, you could have sold that for $8,750 in December. If you had bought $100 of Litecoin in January, you could have sold it at $5,000 in December. If you would have bought $100 worth of Monero in January, you could have sold that for 2,400 in December. And Dash, you could have $100 worth, you could have sold for $8,890. Now these are amazing, amazing profits. But the thing is, you've got to be able to know when to sell so you don't end up having to go down the Niagara Falls in the barrel, which is what most of us did last year, because we didn't have PythonSignals then. And so we had no way of telling what was going to happen. So the $1 million question is, when do I buy, when should I buy, and when should I sell? Well, that question is now answered right here. Marius Landman, he's our data analyst, our chief data analyst, okay? Now, he has worked for 30 years for a major corporation, actually more than 30 years, it says. Major corporations. He had developed an algorithm that you could put the data in from past situations and circumstances, and it would project future. It would, you know, a past event, you could enter all the data and of all this, you know, all the surrounding data, and it would project a future event, you know, as to when would there be a future event. Well, he plugged this system into the crypto market in 3 years ago, and it has yielded amazing results because the accuracy is so close. So, and this has yielded amazing results. Like, for instance, in 2018, from January till July, when the market was actually really just not good at all, he still pulled out 518% profits. Okay, so what is it? You know, what does it look like? What does his data do? Okay. Well, here we can see when Wall Street was announcing over all the news media, was announcing buy crypto. Marius, he was telling his subscribers, he said sell. Now, what's the difference? Well, you see, as I mentioned earlier, the markets are manipulated, and as Wall Street, which is what they call it, where the markets are, the stock markets, as it were. Well, when they announce over the news media and so on, and they're announcing that it's time to buy, well, Marius, his data was telling him something different. So his subscribers, they were able to pull out their profits, and then the price went down. Okay, and so this is where these phenomenal profits are that can be made because of that manipulation. When you know when to sell and when to buy, the profits are staggering that you can make, okay? Now, this here on the right-hand side, this here is the, it's a screenshot of the data that we get, the projected data, what the future is going to be. And so it gives us a very clear written text that we can read and then explaining the graph below so that we can get a clear picture as to what the market is going to do. And this helps us to buy and sell just at the right time with extreme accuracy, okay? So the profits are absolutely phenomenal in this program, all right? Okay, so what does it take to become a subscriber, or to get your hands on this data? Well, you have to be a subscriber. That's really it in PythonSignals. Now, these are the packages that you can buy. Of course, this data isn't free. Every labor, deserves his hire. He deserves his pay, right? So here we are, and these are the packages that are available. So there is the silver package is $50 and pays on, or covers 30 days and pays on 6 levels. And so it actually, there's a pay plan with it, and you get a percentage on certain amount of levels on each package, different levels in the pay plan. Okay, so the gold is $150, pays 90, covers 90 days access and pays on 90 days at 36%. And the silver is 24%. The platinum is 48%, and the galaxy is 65.5%. Now, the platinum package is $250 and covers 180 days access bi-yearly. And then finally, the galaxy, it's once a year. Now, at the moment, it's on sale, as it were, and gives 3 months extra access. It pays on 18 levels at 65.5%, whereas the platinum pays on 12 levels, and the gold pays on 9 levels, the silver on 6 levels. All right, now we'll take a closer look at this in just a moment. There is, for a very limited time, there is a Galaxy 1000 package as well, which is available only to 1,000 people. Once 1,000 people have chosen this package, it disappears. Okay. All right, so what do you exactly get with these packages? Well, your purchase includes Marius's timely trading report for the top 40 cryptos, and private Zoom meeting with Marius and team, email notifications and private Telegram group, as well as a 5.1 million annual income roadmap. So let's take a closer look at that roadmap. So opportunity number 2 is the revenue share plan with those packages. So the 5.1 million annual roadmap. So here are the guidelines of for that 5.1 million annual income roadmap. And notice that we don't have a 5-page PDF that you have to study for a week in order to understand the pay plan, because of having to have this much volume on the one leg and that much volume on the other leg, and that many referrals on the one leg and so many referrals on another leg, in order to qualify to get paid. There's only one qualification necessary to get paid in this program, and that's you have to have a subscription. You have to have an active subscription. That's it. It's that simple. All right, and so it's a 2x18 forced matrix. Now, that just simply means that if you were to buy a package and you wanted it just for the access so that you could trade securely, you trade safely without risk, and you didn't care about the pay plan, you just want access. Well, in that case, you would end up making an unintentional money. You'd end up making unintentional money because you get paid anyway from the people that end up being in your matrix. And how do they get into your matrix without you referring them? Because when your upline builds, or your upline's upline, when they build their matrix in, well, it ends up spilling over into your matrix, and then you get paid from that matrix. Now, one thing I didn't mention, in the packages, all the 4 packages, they pay a 10% direct referral bonus. Now, if you refer people, that 10% is over and above what the matrix pays, okay? So in that case, you are making intentional money by referring people. But with the matrix, as you fill your matrix or others fill your matrix, you get paid the money that the matrix pays, and we'll take a closer look at that in just a moment here. And so that is how this program simply works. And you get paid in Bitcoin daily. Anytime when you reach a threshold over $50 worth of Bitcoin, you can request a cash out and you get paid, okay? And we already have people that are making money without having referred anybody, and they're getting paid daily, in Bitcoin. So the program works extremely well, and as far as the trading, it is phenomenal. The data that we get, and with the accuracy, it's bar none. All right, so let us take a closer look at that matrix. So the matrix is, we have a full matrix here, all 18 levels, as you can see. And then the first column are the levels, then the percentages that each level pays, then how many people on each level, then how much each level pays, and finally the total matrix payout on every level. Now, as you may recall, the packages, the different packages that we had, these pink lines here are those packages. Here is where they show up in the pay plan in the matrix, because you have the silver pack, you have the gold pack, and you have the platinum pack, and also the galaxy pack, okay? So the galaxy packs, they pay on all 18 levels in the matrix. As I mentioned, the direct referral bonus is over and above the matrix payout, okay? So when we're looking at this matrix here, people you refer directly, that has actually nothing to do with this. That's money you would be making over and above this, okay? All right, so as we mentioned before, the Galaxy Pack for the time being covers for 3 months extra, which is normally yearly. Now, for now, it covers 18 months. Okay, so if you were a silver member, you'd be getting paid on to the 6th level here. You'd have 64 people on this level, and you'd be paid $960 on this level from those 64 people. And your total matrix payout would be $2,250 yearly residual income from the matrix. Now, if you had referred all of these people yourself, then you would obviously be getting 10% more from every subscription. All right. Now, of course, we know that that doesn't work that way because as people refer, a spillover just simply happens. And as you refer down people in your downline, well, some of them, maybe not all of them, but likely most of them are going to refer some people, okay? So there's your help to fill your matrix. All right, so if you were a gold member, you'd be paid to the 9th level, and 512 people on this level, and you'd be paid $7,680 and $18,250 total matrix payout yearly residual income. That's already more than most people live on. Then you have the platinum level. If that's the package you would have chosen, well, then you'd be paid to the 12th level, and you'd have 4,096 people on this level, and paying you $61,440, a total matrix payout of $146,250. That's already more than most people make at their jobs, even if they have 2 jobs. Then we have the final package is the Galaxy, pays on all 18 levels, as I mentioned before, and you'd have 262,144 people on this level, paying you $1,966,080, a total matrix payout yearly residual income of $5,102,410. And as I already mentioned, if you're filling a matrix of 18 levels, and if you do any work at all referring people, it is very likely that very easily possible that you'd have at least several thousand people in there yourself, paying you an extra 10%. Or if you're a Galaxy Lifetime, like I am, paying you an extra 15% on top of that. All right, so this is the opportunity number 2. And as I showed you opportunity number 1, that it is for the trading. And the opportunity number 1 is one that can easily produce more income than number 2. All right. So now I've showed you, and for a limited time, as far as I know, the Galaxy is still available. What are you deciding to do? I have, to the best of my ability, or well, maybe I'd be able to improve on it, but I have showed you what's available. I have added tremendous value to your life if you decide that this is for you. If you decide it isn't, then I want to thank you for the time that you have taken to watch this, and I want to wish you all the best in what it is that you're doing or are going to do. All right. However, if you've seen this and this you're saying this resonates, this is for me, then I want to again thank you for watching, and I want to welcome you, and I want to invite you. Use the links under this video to get started right away. Don't postpone it. The excitement, you're excited right now. The opportunity is phenomenal. Okay? So don't delay, just get started. All right? So go ahead, the links below. So again, thank you, and take advantage. use the links below, and now I want to ask you in the on my coinseagle.com/newsletter is there also. Do subscribe, because I will be sending you all the information that you need to be able to be plugged in to everything that we do as a group. We have training, any technical training. If you're new in this, and you're saying to yourself, well, I like this, but I don't really know where I would start, how I would get going. I don't know the technicals of it. No problem. We've got training for that. Okay. We have Q&A sessions where you can ask questions. All right. So don't be afraid. Don't be shy. Just simply come on board, and anything that you need, we have all the help available that you need to get started and get moving and really start making money. Okay. And you couldn't be in a better position. The cryptocurrency, the currency market is very low right now. And that's the best time to start. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.